Today, I'm gonna show you the perfect defensive settings you can use to avoid all the help defensive problems you've been seeing on 2K17 so you can lock people up. Yes, the pick and roll defense logic in 2K17 is broke. As you can see from the clips coming up, I'm completely dissecting the computer here. Watch computer Brook Lopez go crazy for no absolute reason, leaving Marvin Williams, a lockdown shooter, wide open. Now don't laugh at the AI, this will happen to users too. This is me online against another guy, watch his corner defense break, leaving Marvin Williams open again. I missed it, but that's terrible defense. And this is gonna happen to you too. This is gonna happen to everyone if you don't use the settings I'm about to show you. Watch the pick and roll being shut down here on the right. Now pay attention to Marvin Williams on the left. What is he doing? Why? Leaving Gallinari, a great shooter, wide open, die. Now, before you lose your cool and you go to the defensive settings, you go to help rules and change everything to no help. Don't. Seriously, you get no help, so watch. That doesn't help. That's bad defense. What you really want is to create this kind of defense. Watch me mess up on the pick and roll here, but the computer bails me out, sends the right help defender, everybody holds, great D. And this possession is perfect. So you can watch it here and make sure you subscribe for my defensive settings. Because this is what make it work, and I'm going to show you defensive settings against all other teams over time this year so you can lock everybody up. Alright? So I will teach you how to play proper help defense, or make the computer play proper help defense. Please share this if you can. The community needs to know because the help defense right now is broken. First things first, leave help rules on help. You know why by now. And screen help rules, make sure you have that at help and no rotation. This means whichever defender is carrying this rule, he is going to help, but he will never rotate off his guy. So this is step one from eliminating crazy, rotation. So watch. Computer's about to attack me with a Farid and Murray pick and roll here. I mess it up, so I got it the wrong way. They get penetration, but watch, the wing defenders do not go crazy. They actually hold their ground because they are on help and no rotation. Hansen, the big man, is set to help, and at the same time, he's also set to auto on the help rules, on the help screen rules. This means he is gonna come down, and Hansen does, because you want to send the center off to help. So my wing defenders hold while the right defender comes. That is a great shot challenge. Yes, the other center is open because I completely botched the initial pick and roll, but that's my fault. But the help defense is correct. Now, second most important thing. You know what? Actually, the most important thing. The main culprit of those crazy rotations is caused by switch rules. You see it here, I have it to switch all. Do not leave that at auto. If your switch rules is on switch auto, that's when all the bad stuff happens, alright? You can keep it at switch all if you have a small ball team, and you keep it to switch guards if you have a big man team. Just no matter what, do not put it on switch auto. Switch auto is why this game goes crazy on pick and roll defense, or in general crazy defense. Watch. Mudiay has the ball here, I'm controlling Jokic, but look at my blue arrow. My blue arrow tells me who I'm supposed to be defending. And at the same time, this also means the other 4 defenders expect me to defend that guy. I'm in perfect position to defend Nurkic here with Jokic. Everything is fine, but for some reason, because switch rules is on auto, my Jokic has switched on to Mudiay, and worst of all, the rest of my team thinks I'm guarding Mudiay with Jokic. Now watch the rotation break. Nobody's guarding the other guy. Jokic is literally running to Mudiay. That's insane. And that is caused by switch rules on auto, so kick it off auto, never leave it on auto. Marvin Williams here again is on switch rules auto, and he goes on to Mudiay for no reason. That's why it happens. Leave switch rules to switch all or switch guards. Alright? And you can see here I have it to switch guards because I have a big team right now. And I have messed up this pick and roll royally, like I ran into each other. Now Farid is gonna get a clean dive, but watch Hendo make the correct read. He is on help and no rotation, but this is a desperate possession because I messed up the pick and roll defense so bad. Somebody has to help in the paint, but they send the help at the right time. Remember, Hendo is coming just now when Farid is getting a clean roll. He's not doing what Jokic and Marvin Williams are doing earlier, which was unnecessary help. This is necessary help because I leave the switch to switch guards, and my help screen rules is on help and no rotations. Hendo rotates fully here because this is bad, like he has to go, and Farid pinned him, but this is the right help defense. in respect to the terrible pick and roll defense I had earlier. But now, so switch, never on auto. Now, so how do you set it up perfectly to defend, everything great? Remember, I messed up all of the pick and roll defensive precision earlier there, so I can show you what the help defense is like. But if you do both correctly, if you watch the defensive settings video I have from previously, you can do this. Brooklyn Nets shooting guard Bogdanovic is about to run a pick and roll on us. And because it's Bogdanovic and Luis Scola as a screener, we have changed the settings to go over and soft hedge. Bogdanovic can shoot, we don't want to give him the pull up, so we go over. Luis Scola can shoot, but he's really slow. So we can go soft hedge on the Scola screen. And this is perfect execution by me and computer. User and computer all together. One time stop it, he runs it again, and we stop it a second time. He tries to get into the paint, and he tries to split the defense because there's a gap, and that's the right thing to do by Bogdanovic. But we got more for him. Because he's going into the paint with a split, or he's trying to. This makes him the responsibility of Anthony Davis, my center. His screen help rules is on auto instead of help and no rotation, because I like to leave the help and no rotation rule for the guards and the wings. But for the center, you do want him to rotate, because you want him to, if anything desperate happens, you want him to leave the paint and challenge the shot if he has to, right? But you can see pre-rotate is on. It says yes. What pre-rotate does is that it means whoever is guarding Brook Lopez, if there's help side needed, the defender guarding Brook is going to pre-rotate. He's going to leave Brook Lopez early to snuff out the drive. But once the drive is snuffed out, he will rotate back to Brook Lopez. Alright? That's what pre-rotate does. And with screen help rules on auto, it also means Anthony Davis will help on screens. This means he will show if there's a drive after the pick and roll by the screener or driver, but because pre-rotate is on, Anthony Davis is just going to show and recover. Perfect NBA center defense. Watch, Anthony Davis sees the split, he's going to show, he steps up to Bogdanovic's lane, leaving Brook Lopez for a second, but now he knows it's shut down, so he rotates immediately back to Brook Lopez, and Bogdanovic can do nothing now, because there's just too much for him. He's just going to fall down and give up, and rightfully so, family. That's perfect defense with settings and user execution. Watch it one time in real time and just pay attention to Anthony Davis. There's no threat yet. Now Anthony Davis, see the screen, pre-rotates, recovers, all computer, I pick up the damn ball, it's over. So yes, family, please add a like if you enjoyed this. That took forever to figure out. But I have figured it out, so I am now able to make most teams, if not all of them, play the proper NBA defensive scheme, as long as you defend it properly, right? Like you saw earlier, if you don't guard the pick and roll, crazy bad stuff happens. But your rotations at the back line will be correct now with these settings, with these rules, and I will be doing settings for every team out there, so leave a comment in the comment section and let me know. And make sure you leave me the team you're using though. Different defenders defending a different team requires different types of settings, alright? Because of the switch rules and all of that. So if you enjoyed this, please share it, share with the community. This is why the bad stuff happens, but with these settings, they will go away. In this last bit of the video, I'm just going to leave you the settings that I use specifically for the Nets. It took me a while to set all this up initially because this was like my first time practicing with it all out. But I did go online with this, as you saw in the online gameplay earlier yesterday. I can do it in about a minute and a half. So this takes practice, but you can do it. So make sure you practice setting the settings and figure out which is for which. I will be doing all of these throughout the year for every team. Just send me your lineup or the team you're using if it's like playing out online or offline or whatever. And then I can make a video for everyone. Alright? As always, thanks for coming by. You can watch the settings the rest of the way. I think there's maybe 2.5 more minutes. So yeah, have a good weekend. I'll see all of you next time.